All right, so this is my drawing of my exploded um, sheet of my solar car, and we do have a table that shows the parts. However, we do have these two rows um, that appeared when we first inserted the table, and those two rows are my two sub-assemblies. So this is my drawing here that contains the um, assembly called Dragon Exploded. That matches my file here. Okay. But inside that, I do have two sub-assemblies. Okay. Which is called ASM001, and then I have another one here called ASM004 front. So I have two sub-assemblies. And that's why on my table over here, I do have these two sub-assemblies here, and not all the parts will show. In order for you to um, populate this with the sub-assemblies, you do have to flatten or show the flattened view of the table. So to do this, you will go to your table and go to repeat region, and then you want to click on flat recursive item. Select your region on your table, and then all you have to do is select these two. You press this, okay, and then hold your control and select this other one, and then simply click OK, and it will expand to show all the parts. Okay, so you can just click done and done, and then move your table down. So click the table, and then you can move the table down like that. Okay, and then some of the parts here will show that there's like 10 quantities. Okay, and which one is this? This one is the number 3. So if you want to know which part is the number 3, all you have to do now is make sure that you have create balloons, and then you can use create all, and then it will populate for you all of the bomb balloons. They are going to overlap each other, and you're going to just have to move them like this one here. You don't want this kind of condition. You simply select that and then drag that so it doesn't show that part. Number 3 is this motor, so that means that this motor has a lot of parts in it, and that's why it's showing that there's like 10 parts or quantities into this item over here. Okay, so if you do wanted to populate this, you may open number 3, which is this one. Okay, and where is that? It could be in the front assembly. No, it could be in this first assembly here. Okay, I think it's a motor sprint here. Okay, so you can try and open that and see whether it will populate that part here. Let's try to do this right now. So open, here's a motor, go to model intent parameters, and let's try to see whether it will put in uh, motor, and then value here is motor, and then simply click OK, and let's save this, close it, and um, it did not. Uh, it 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 removed that part and put that here, so we now have the motor here, SES motor number 10, and let's see where that number 10 is. Let's go and create balloons by all, and number 10 now is this part here. It's now number 10. You just have to select. Let's move this first away, and what is that? Oh, that's that part here. You may want to move that part here, so we have a clear. So number 10 is now the motor. Okay. So there are other parts here that you need to resolve what is inside this part for number 2. So where's number 2 now? You have to find number 2. Oh, here's number 2. So there are other parts here in number 2 that you can probably expand and edit. Okay. So, but that's how to expand your sub assemblies. I do have sub assemblies here. You may not have them, so you don't need to do this step, but in case you do have sub-assemblies, that's how to expand them. You have to go to region, flatten, select your region, and then select the part of the sub-assemblies to show them on your table. Okay, so it's just done, done, done. But that's how to show the parts under sub-assemblies. Okay.